Hey, I'm Nicholas Prom,
I'm Chase.
and you're watching Posers Must Die, our latest adventures in the exciting and kick-ass world of heavy metal. Ah, Chase, have a good week?
Pretty good. A lot better than last week, and yeah,
Well, that's good. I'm glad to
week.
hear that. Yeah, and boy, let's see. I don't think we mentioned it on last week, but Drain announced their North American tour, and we got tickets for that. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be in April. Going to hit Portland then, and then of course. This week we got the incredible news. I didn't update our images. I'll put them up for when we have in the calendar, like a later episode. But uh, uh, man, Coroner is coming to the U.S. with Heathen. Um, uh, that's gonna be so awesome. We're gonna see them. I grabbed tickets yesterday, I think. Uh, oh man, 2026 is already shaping up to be awesome, at least as far as us going to metal shows or me going to metal shows. I got a couple of things in like up in Seattle that I'm doing, uh,
Yeah,
like Halloween. I'm going up with Steve and his girlfriend, Steve
that is
Weber.
so cool, man.
Yeah, and
Pumpkins United.
yeah, the Pumpkins United. Oh, it's one of the greatest things that's ever happened in heavy metal is the Pumpkins United lineup of Halloween. It just so awesome. I think the last two Halloween albums are two of the best Halloween albums. Um,
Damn. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's the best stuff.
Great.
It's the best stuff since the Keepers of the Seven Keys records. It's so good. But anyway, yeah, Halloween decided, and yeah, and then oh, here was another piece of news. Did you see the Metal Church is back with a brand new lineup with
Did indeed.
David Ellefson, formerly of Megadeth, on bass, and Ken Mary from Flotsam and Jetsam on drums, and I can't believe it, Brian Allen uh, on vocals. Brian has in recent years, sang on a couple albums with Vicious Rumors, and he has even joined Trauma, Cliff Burton's old band. Um, but I knew him like in the early 2000s. I know this person. I knew him in the early 2000s. He was in a Judas Priest tribute band in Portland, British Steel, and then his own original band, Last Empire, who had a couple records. And I saw a bunch of those shows. I saw Last Empire open for Quiet Riot. I saw Last Empire open for Thor and the Mentors. It is buck wild that I'm like, Brian Allen is the singer in Metal Church now. That's so weird. Um, so that's a thing.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and uh, they're I don't want to say too much, but they are Metal Church are rumored to appear at a festival in the Pacific Northwest uh,
Ooh.
this summer. Rumored, not
Ooh.
confirmed. And I'll
Okay.
be
Okay.
excited to see that. It'll be interesting to be reunited to see Brian again, and 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 because I know the space that festival is held at, it's an intimate venue ish. I'm like, I'm gonna get to meet David Ellefson if that's true, if this is confirmed.
True.
So that's a thing. Whatever. Why don't we move on? Oh, just want to remind folks, hey, Atomic Terror, their live album, Live Aggression, is still out. It's out forever on all the streaming platforms. You could go grab it, go listen to it. You could even give them a few dollars on Bandcamp if you're so inclined. Why don't you? You like thrash metal? It's good. So,
It's
uh,
good.
yeah, with a name like Smuckers, you know it's good. So, why don't you tee up our first review, though, Chase?
All right. Okay. For our new album, we have Eradicator, Alive in the Dead Eye of the Vortex. Released on November 21st through Metalville Records. And this live album was recorded at the Vortex Club
Oh,
in Siegen, Germany, sometime in October 2024.
what was the city?
Siegen,
Okay,
Sigen.
okay, I don't know that one, but okay. When was it recorded? What year? This year?
It was in October of 2024.
Oh, okay, so last year. Okay, cool. Yeah, Eradicator, German thrash metal band. I had never heard them before we decided we were going to review this album. But I did go back and listen to their six full-length albums, and uh, very good stuff. Really found it very enjoyable, very consistent, uh, and yeah, I like it. It's funny though because they don't really remind me of like German thrash metal bands. Did you kind of get a
Hey,
similar kind of vibe?
yes. Well, I got there's like it's in the DNA, I suppose, but it like I was it's like, oh, German thrash, they're gonna sound like, oh, they don't sound anything like Creator or Destruction. What are we doing
Yeah,
here?
I mean
It's still awesome.
the vocalist has touches of schmear in there, but it's subtler. But yeah, no, it really sounds like this is like world thrash. And what I mean is like the bands that it made me think of. I'm not saying this is like a one-to-one comparison, but it made me think of Stone from Finland. It made me think of Mortal Sin, especially the album I knew, Face of Despair, from Australia, and a little bit made me think of Wrathchild America.
Okay.
I had their first album when I was a younger guy, and yeah. So, but think of those bands, but like these guys stay pretty fast the whole time, and I like their sound. It's really good, and I'm talking about their studio albums as well as this record. It's very consistent, and but the speed is pretty omnipresent. And I don't know, it's production wise, it sounds like a lot of the production of like you hear from the modern kind of pizza thrash bands,
Yeah.
but I would not put them in that category. They are talking about serious
No.
shit. It's the kind of subject matter you would think about from the 80s. Oh, here's another band I just remembered. Sweden's Agony. They had one album, The First Defiance. That's another record that kind of makes me think of these guys. So think of those bands, and you'll get an idea of what Eradicator is like. Also, go check out Agony, The First Defiance. That's a cool album. I used to have that on vinyl. Uh, but but yeah, but cool stuff. I like this, and I love live albums, so this is enjoyable for me on that front. Um, um, some highlights for me, really like Ashes and Sand, Into the Oblivion, um, and Baptized in Blood, just to name a few. How about you, man?
Well, for my highlights, I'll start with Jackals to Chains, uh, Perpetual Sacrifice, and the closer, Read Between the Lines, which
Yeah,
was the hell of a it was just a nice punch to the face to send you off
yeah, and I
with.
think, and that's the way you should do it in thrash metal for sure. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
real,
Also, I will say this loud and clear. This was the best sounding live album I've heard. Like balance. Like it may not be like my favorite live album, but it is like the clearest. Like they sound so good, so
yeah,
good.
yeah, and this
Uh,
is, oh, go ahead, keep going.
uh, and you don't get any of that live fuzz. You don't get any like a second vocalist will jump in out, and you can tell that it's a second vocalist, but and it's not layered. They're singing on the same there's yeah anyway not on the same channel whatever uh but it doesn't sound like they're not muddying the sound. I'm
I know
explaining
what
this
you're saying.
terribly.
I know what you're saying. There's no
Okay.
uh, noise pollution in the record. It is very clear, and I think it's look. Soundboard recordings have advanced since the
Oh
days
yeah.
of a lot of live albums that we have heard in the past. Okay, and
Yeah.
so a live album today, you're going to get a greater clarity without losing like that sense of the live experience. And
Yes.
so this captured them really crisply, and
Yeah.
yeah, I enjoyed this record. I think this is really good. I mean, somebody who loves live albums and loves thrash metal, this is that Oreo sandwich, man. Or with your chocolate and peanut butter together. There we go.
And
Oreo
okay, so this
sandwich.
is
What am I
weird.
saying?
Speaking of the vocalist, he has like a really good raspy kind of thrash vocal, but then
Yeah.
he also gets into like he goes kind of power metal sometimes. When
It's
he does the higher, good.
no, no. I got a thought, but you finish.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
when he does the power metal sort of end of his higher vocals, I was like, hey, the vocalist, when he does the power vocals, reminds me of the vocalist from Last Stop Empire. Remember them?
Wow. I did not, interesting. I do not hear a Brian Allen in there. However,
Okay.
but to me, this sounds like the guy from Enforcer and Schmear, but kind of dialed down.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like not as over the top as either of them. But okay, that's interesting that you that what a coincidence that was a reference point for you there. Um, but uh, but
Yeah.
yeah, um, it's good. Sorry, I don't have anything else on this. I'm like, sorry. I think you just our viewers may have seen me just disassociate for a sec there. I'm so sorry. But yeah, um,
Whoops.
God, it
It's
does.
all good, man.
It happens when you least expect it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, um, but yes, we horns up for Eradicator. We like this record. Good stuff. Go
Fuck
check
yeah.
it. Go check it out. Good. It's good. Um, if we're cool here, why don't we tee up the next segment, the one that bears your name? What's that segment called? Chase.
Okay, up next on Chase's classic album, we have King Diamond. Them.
Yes, we do. Yes, we
And
do.
this, yes, we do. And this album was released September 13th, 1988 on Roadrunner Records.
Yes, Roadrunner. Back when Roadrunner meant metal of the highest caliber. Before the poser ass 90s happened. Uh, but um, but yes, this 1988 Roadrunner, like it's a mark of gold, son. And King Diamond rules. You know, when this album usually tops, like when people talk about what's your favorite King Diamond album, it's usually Abigail or Them or Conspiracy. Okay, and Them for the longest time was mine. I don't know what my favorite is today, but love this album a lot. Um, King Diamond carrying on. This is his second complete concept album. When he went solo from Merciful Fate, um, his first solo record, Fatal Portrait, had a suite of songs that were a story. And then when he did Abigail, from then on, every album is a full concept album, and I love that. It's so cool, and it's a nice differentiating. Uh, I think he needed to differentiate from Merciful Fate because musically it's almost identical. Um, uh, oh, Chase, I think your voice might have gone out.
Testing. Here we are.
Okay, there we
Sorry
go.
about
Okay,
that.
cool. Yeah, might have just cut out for a sec, but anyway, yeah, and so, but I love this, and it's like King is like, man, he just comes up with these incredible ghost stories, and that's really what Them is. Um, it's and he creates these worlds that feel so lived in. This is the story of Grandma, who is returning from uh, a long stay in the asylum, and there's backstory that's not delved into. It's only alluded to, like Grandma is like a witch or something, and and she's coming back from the asylum. But this house is like a nexus for like this evil force, them who are, I don't know, evil spirits or demons or creatures from another dimension. We don't know, but through uh, the teapot, Amon, it's kind of the conduit to conjure and speak to these beings, and I guess they give her powers and shit, but she also needs to feed uh, them or Amon with blood so that this is all possible. And of course,
Yep.
so Grandma comes back from the asylum and immediately takes over the household. Mother, who has two children, Missy and King, uh, they all fall under the spell of Grandma and them, and then it just goes on to this horror story. Um, I love this. It is really a masterpiece, not only of heavy metal, but of just like horror. It's a masterwork of a horror story. It's incredible. It's Lovecraftian.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, dude, it rules. Uh, you take it away. Go with some thoughts here, please, Chase.
Okay, so it's Okay, so it's not just a metal album. It's kind of a whole experience. Like if you've never heard it before, you'd be doing yourself a disservice by just throwing on, like, putting one earbud in and just like listening to it while you're driving or whatever. You can do that, but I wouldn't recommend it. Like settle in, maybe make a cup of tea, sit in your grandma's favorite chair, do whatever it is you do to unwind. Um,
Listen to them. Yeah, it's funny. I never did that with tea, but because the tea and the teapot are such an important part of the story. Ah, it is time for tea. Um,
Earl Grey, hot.
yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, uh, but um, but yeah, dude. I mean, I remember I used to like I had I taped it off the CD and I would drive around at night, late at night, listening to them on the cassette player in the car, and it was so rad, dude. It sounded so killer, and it was just evil. And hearing King Diamond in the car is awesome. That's the best place to listen to him.
We have driven home from many a concert. You've heard me fail at the falsetto so many times.
And you've heard me get close to nailing them pretty fairly. No, yeah, no. I mean, sometimes I get them, and sometimes I don't. It's hard. King Diamond, he's tough. It's funny. About around this time last year, we were supposed to see him,
Yep.
but of course he canceled those dates, and that was very sad. I hope you still get a chance to see him.
Oh, me
Yeah.
too. Oh, certainly. Yeah.
Also, it's weird that we didn't do a Chase's Classic King Diamond album like around Halloween.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, that would next year. Next year.
Next Halloween, we should do Fatal Portrait for Halloween. So,
Oh,
but
not a bad idea. I
yes.
would also like to say, I saw Clerks 2 in the theater, and if
Oh
you've seen
yeah,
Clerks 2, yeah, when I heard Mickey's drums start up, I stood up and howled.
yeah,
But
because
yeah,
that
no fucking way.
yeah, the drum roll for Welcome Home
Yeah,
is so sick. It is, and Mickey
yeah,
D is one of the greatest drummers in heavy metal. He is so awesome.
fuck yeah.
Of course, after King Diamond, he went on to play with Motorhead, and now he plays with Scorpions. Um, he's awesome. Mickey D rules. I saw Mickey 3 times with Motorhead. Rest in peace, Lemmy. Um, uh, and Filthy and Fast Eddie. All the original Motorhead are all
Really?
gone. Uh, but uh, but yeah, dude, them so good. I mean, Welcome Home is like an all-time metal classic. Like people
Oh
sing
yeah.
that everywhere. When you hear the grandma, it's awesome. Like what's going on? But yeah,
Oh man.
and
Well, speaking of Welcome Home, the last line,
yeah.
now that you're stuck with me, you better be my friend. Until I looked up the lyrics, I thought it was, now that you are stuck here, you'll need therapy, my friend.
Well, that too. I mean, at the end of
Really
the
true,
album,
yeah.
the end of the album, King is goes to the asylum like
Alive.
Grandma did,
Yep.
and he realizes that he didn't kill Grandma, or that she lives on in a way, which is spooky. Like, oh shit, evil never dies. That's scary, you know. When you see the horror
Yeah.
movie where oh, you think they get away and then nope, evil wins. Ah, that's nightmare fuel. Okay,
Yep.
so and yeah, it's I would love a filmmaker to like just like somebody adapt King Diamond stuff into an HBO miniseries or a series of movies. That would be so rad.
I
Um,
also believe that would be rad, yes.
yes, I too believe that would be rad. Uh, but yes, but yeah, King Diamond rules. We love him. He is the monarch of metal. Like, long may he reign. He's going to be turning 70 in June of 2026, and again, I'm really hoping like hell I get to see him another time. I hope you get to see him, because that's very important. Um, and and we could potentially have a new King Diamond album in 2026. It's been some time,
Ah,
but we did get a new single last year. Who knows? That would be rad. So we'll just have to see what's in store for our mighty monarch. Um, um, but This is Chase and Nicholas signing off from them with a. uh, but yeah, so I guess we just have our concert calendar, and Oh no, that's not the right image. There we go. Yeah, coming up real fast. There's at the High Limit Room. This is a bunch of hardcore and hardcore punk. Um, Boot Camp, Arsenal Mall, Conspire, Fucking Total Chaos, and Body Double. That is. Why can't I see the date? Oh, the 25th of November. So it's coming right up. Let's see. What else do we have? There is. I should just keep it big. That's right. The benefit for the Milk Crate Kitchen, also at the High Limit Room. That's November 29th. And it's going to be a stacked bill of hardcore, Misery Whip, Guild Tradition, Bench Scraper, and Percolator. Go to that, experience some hardcore, and you'll be helping people in need. How dope. And you can. Do you say nah?
No, I laughed. Sorry.
Oh, okay. December 2nd at the New Blackwater, Beaten Army, Dark Thoughts, and two bands that we know rule, Long Knife and Betrayer. That's going to be a cool show. Might be hitting that up. We'll see. And back to the High Limit Room for Spur, Ceramic, Fortune, Alibi, and Found Out. That's going to be High Limit Room December 7th. Yeah, cool times. That's just, man, that place is really the spot these days. But of course, here's some heavy metal. Saturday, December 12th, it's Merry Thrashmas 2 with the Accused AD, Chemical Annihilation, and Battle Cattle. That's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Oh, also at the Twilight, it's Silent Night, Deadly Night with Damage Overdose, Dead Nexus, and Gathering. That's December 27th, just a couple days after Christmas. Yeah, so that'll be a night of death and black metal. If you extreme metal fans, you need to get some evil right after the holiday cheer. Here it is. But let's see. And then, January 3rd at the High Limit Room. Huge stacked bill of hardcore, at least a dozen bands. $20. That's a great deal for that amount of show. Starts at 2 in the afternoon, and you're going to go till who knows when. Some great hardcore bands, including but not limited to Aggro, Teardown, and Culprit. Those are 3 bands I know and like. Looking forward to seeing Culprit. I think this might be their live debut, but their demo's out, and I really like that. But yeah, so that don't suck. That's gonna kick ass. And then that's very night down in Eugene, Oregon. The Metal for Meals 2 benefit show with Damage Overdose and a handful of other metal bands. This is a benefit for food bank for feeding hungry folks, and that's important stuff. Do it. Go to benefit shows.
Metal.
Yeah. I mean, the food will be in metal cans, so yeah. I'm sorry. Chase, why don't you get off hit us with the sign off while I hang my head in shame.
Okay, buddy.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and remember, my religion is myself. Desecration's my belief.
Sick. Okay. Good night.